All right, we're at the home of Deliganis. We did some window work for him. Gosh, I think it was 11, 9, something like that, 10 years ago. So we're back doing some siding. Just trying to get the house ready and make it as maintenance-free as possible for her. So basically just taking a look at the siding here, doing a fascia overlay, and you know, some small paint areas. And that's really the extent of it. But a nice little straightforward project. It is a single-story home. However, there is a little clear story area up above that's going to be addressed too. But other than that, pretty straightforward. Full tear off, leaving the drip edge. There is a metal drip cap on the fascia, so that's, or excuse me, on the drip edge. So that's going to stay. But then any part from the drip edge down will be all fascia overlaid. Painting the soffit, again, Cedar Mill Select 8 1/4, and that's pretty much it. So we'll get going on this here. So over here, nothing much really going on. I'm gonna paint that gable vent up there while we're up there painting the soffit, and again, just fascia overlay on this side. Hopefully that's sun. There is right up here, that's a side of the, it's only about a 3-foot wing to the clear story, so that is of course going to be addressed, as well as the fascia and soffit up top. So that's pretty much the extent over here. We are painting the garage door and doing a full garage door wrap in Hardie, and then of course this gable up here will be Hardie plank. Basically, I expect a full tear off. There's some areas like this garage, you know, gable that can be overlaid, but some of the other siding is curling pretty bad. As you can see here, this is pretty flush. This is pretty good candidate for overlay, but pretty much everywhere else, minus 1 or 2 areas, will be a full tear off. And then again here, the garage doors are actually wood, so we're just going to paint this. Color consult will be very important. So we definitely need to set that up for Jean so we can help her with the color selection. And it sounds pretty brutal. So there you can see the clear story. We have 3 windows to wrap up there, but all that siding needs to be torn off. It's all curling and, you know, not a good candidate for overlay. We have this tiny bit of area and some windows to wrap. We have the storm door we got to take off and then reinstall. And then all this siding down here, that's another good candidate for overlay, as well as this area over here. Those areas will all become Hardie plank. We'll put Hardie 1x4 trim around the door and then reattach the storm door for her. Again, fascia overlay everywhere. These gutters are coming down, and we'll give her we'll give her a gutter referral so she can get new gutters. But these gutters will be coming down, and we'll just throw them away. This side here, again, that siding is pretty curling and kind of bowing a little bit, so that's a full tear off. We will wrap this gable vent in Hardie 1x4, and then there is one little area of soffit right back up there. It's not rotted or anything, see that? But it needs to be tacked back up, caulked and sealed, and then painted. So that's part of what we're doing, is that little soffit area right there. And then this wall, of course, we got 2 more windows to wrap. These are RBA windows, good old Terratone color that we did so much of. This all needs to come off. You can kind of see it's kind of curling a little bit. Not going to be a good candidate for overlay. And it'll clean it up too with this 1x4 trim that kind of goes up here. You know, just it'll have a much nicer, kind of smoother profile to the front of the house. So it'll be a really nice change. Again, painted the soffit is barely 6 inches, so tiny bit of soffit. Over here, kind of same thing. There, get a really good look at the other side. That's just the angle of that clear story. So that'll all be fascia overlaid, paint the soffit, and that siding will all be replaced with the Hardie plank. We got some aprons above each of these 3 windows right here. That is all going to become Hardie plank as well. And then just like I said, a really tiny bit of soffit up there that needs to be painted. Gate's a little tricky. There you go. So we're not doing anything to we talked about painting this, and Jean didn't really want to mess with that. So the sunroom is just staying the way it is. You got this little wall of siding right here. You got a little rake up there. Actually, it's more like a half gable. It's not a rake. You just can't see it because of the. You got the wall right here, and there's some other gazebos and stuff like that back there. So it makes it hard to see, but it's actually like a half gable, really. That'll all be fascia overlaid. We're not doing anything on the sunroom. It's all aluminum, so no fascia overlay or anything else there. And then, so you can kind of see that it actually goes down, and then we got another half gable right here, and then there we go. You got the chimney. The banana palms are kind of blocking it, but we got the chimney up there that's all 4 sides siding, so we'll fix that up too. Looks like Hardie plank already, so we can probably overlay that and just get that trim off there, and obviously put up the 8 1/4 inch cedar mill, but then that corner trim will all be replaced with Hardie. And then you can kind of see that other half gable right there. See that? And there's some rod up in this area, right up in here, so that'll all be addressed as well. Here is the sunroom, so nothing gonna happen there. And then we pick back up with our siding, wrap this window. Can paint that conduit to make that look a little bit better than it does right there for that outlet. Hose bib is outside, running along the wall. And then we got to wrap this door. This is a PermaShield door we did, so we'll wrap that door in Hardie. And then got a little bit more. Here's our electrical, not electrical, but cable there. And then got this little area right here. Wrap these 3 windows, get all the siding off there, and get the Hardie plank on there. That's really it back here. The electrical's right here, so we don't have to worry about that. Fascia overlay, paint the tiny bit of soffit. There's that gable vent we're gonna paint. And that's really it. So pretty straightforward. Decent amount of siding, a little over 9 squares, but it is a 1-story home. All we have really is that clear story window box kind of area. And then all this stuff is just simple work right off the roof line. You know, we can't see it too well, but those 2 kind of half gables. And the chimney is just simple, you know, working off the roof kind of stuff, so not really a high degree of difficulty. That's what we got. They had a great experience with us before, and look forward to providing Gene with another easy, hassle-free experience. But Gene, thanks so much for the trust and confidence, and really enjoy getting the opportunity to work with you again. Thank you so much.